The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Here we go.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Greystone, travel.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Hey, high 7. 5.
On first down, Miller. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Ready, ready.
Hey, 50. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Tackles. Check 40.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check.
Fan. Let go.
Now they try the right side here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Rabbit. Big edge. Check 24.
Gone.
Check 13. Check 13.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Let's go, fellas.
7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Let's go.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Now a handoff looking right. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks when you had 4 in the game last week without having some go-to moves with counters.
And he's going to go down again. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Get the flag. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Cut up.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 3 down, 3 down. Go. Motion.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Get that quarterback.
Miller now throwing on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll run with Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down. Taylor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for him. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about it.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 55 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Back to throw. Miller looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Go. Hey, Mike.
Looking to throw. Miller. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch the out. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. You go night-night.
Now Miller operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Oliver, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. Let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Strong right.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
I got the key to this one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Last stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I see you, boy. I see you.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more that came coming.
Here's the 2nd and 7. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Deontay Burnett. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Got it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Get it.
Here's Miller to throw on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Miller throwing on 1st down. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. 49, guys. Mike.
Miller now. From the gun, he'll throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard 1st half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
49.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Miller. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
We ain't giving up nothing to do.
Yes.
watch 49.
Back to throw. Miller. And the pressure gets to him again.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Michael Batchley set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up third down and 9.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there.
Three down.
Back to throw here. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Come on,
a boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5.
I'm coming after you. Switch. Check.
Look, squeeze. Snap.
And to give this time to the tailback. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the double.
Mike, watch 49. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Now Miller looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Fighter.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Protein spill. Hey, Delta.
Check 26.
Yo, fire.
Here's Miller operating from the gun. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Let's go.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Alert 3. Bang. Say.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's it. Big hit.
Ready, ready. 50, plant.
49.
Blue draw corkers.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, Echo.
Shit, shit, shit.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Right.
Miller to throw on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Tight end right, tight end right.
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
60 Pittsburgh.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Showing 8. Showing 8. He's
Hurry. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Check 9. Hey, lock it.
Shoot.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Look at me.
Now they try the right side here. And shedding through the tackle.
Get it.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Get him.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
That's what I'm talking
It's a
about.
loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
60 out.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Two.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Hey, let's get deep.
2nd and 6. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Bills take over.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run, Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Let's go, let's go!
End of the third quarter with the score Raiders 24, Bills 7.
30 base. Single, 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 single. I got two.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. He'll look to throw. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync, quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now? And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
I'm going to hit you.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills get a bit closer. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go,
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Miller now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check
General West. 5.
Hey, turn it up.
Looking to throw. Miller. Got a man. It's Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
On the ready.
Mike's 50.
Focus, defense, focus.
5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4.
Ricky. 49 to Mike. 49.
On fourth down, Miller. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 9. Oh, no, he lost the football. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also a 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
49 to Mike.
Bravo.
Strip the ball.
Big gripper.
Back to throw. Miller Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Let's go.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
49. I got you, punk. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Slam, slam, slam.
Check, check. Fresno.
Now Miller operating from the gun. And it's complete to Kelsey. Now the ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's got room. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Touchdown. Woo, woo.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch safety screen. Watch safety screen. Safety creeping.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Garyon Conley, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll set up a throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
SOS.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll drop the throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Garyon Conley. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Pick, baby.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Oakland, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.